Hello, and thank you so much for joining us today. I am Amber Miller, Associate State Director of Community Outreach for AARP Wisconsin. I'm excited to have Kristi Hallisy with me today. She is the Associate Professor in the Doctor of Physical Therapy program through UW-Madison, and she will be focusing today on the topic of strength and balance exercises. And this, once again, September is Falls Prevention Month, so this definitely is a topic that we are excited to have you, Kristi, chat about. So welcome.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here, especially since we're losing access to our seniors through COVID. This is a really important program, and so glad that AARP is bringing it to us.
Absolutely. So what kinds of exercises can help reduce falls?
Well, not exercise in and of itself is balance and strengthening. Those are the two most important things. But if we look at all of fall prevention, if you have high risk needs, you may need a multifaceted program like Stepping On, which is available nationally. You may also need home modifications or some clinical interventions, for example, getting cataracts fixed or having good eyeglasses so you can see. But by and large, falls prevention is met through progressive balance and strengthening because they best satisfy the National Physical Guidelines for best practice for fall prevention. Here are some rules you can, oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'd say here's some rules we can follow for that too.
And so why is balance and strength more important than aerobic?
Yeah, aerobic exercise is important. In fact, it's one of the three things we should do. We should do aerobic, we should do strengthening, and we should do these multi-component or functional balance exercises. But we know from the science that walking alone is insufficient to prevent falls. Too many people only do aerobic exercise. In fact, only 8% of women and about 16 to 25% of men strength train. So walking, speed, and leg strength is crucial to balance. And there's some more rules to follow as well. We challenge our balance in three ways. We need to move from double limb or 2 feet to single limb support. We need to move our center of mass in all directions, so forward, backward, side to side, just like we do in real life. And we have to decrease our need for upper extremity support. So as I always say, look, Mom, no hands. The next couple of rules have to do with making sure you exercise at least 3 hours per week for life. Make exercise your medicine. You can do it in a community group or alone or both. You need to stay kind of forever in motion. My analogy here is your dentist wouldn't say, yes, brush your teeth 2 times a day for 6 weeks and you're good to go for life.
Correct.
Exercise is the same way. You have to do it forever.
Absolutely. It's very important. I think we have a couple more.
Yes. And we want to make sure we can add strength training to our routine. If we're going to do that, we use the American College Sports Medicine Guidelines. We should be going after 8 to 10 muscle groups in our body, doing work that is somewhat difficult. It can't be easy and it can't be too hard. You need to do about 8 to 12 reps, and you should do that about 2 to 3 times per week. But if you're looking for an exercise that really can do that all, then Tai Chi is one of those things. There is excellent evidence from the Cochrane Review, which is a high certainty evidence that Tai Chi reduces the number of people experiencing falls. And it can be delivered by a variety of individuals, healthcare providers, as well as trained personnel in the field, in the community.
And Kristi, a lot of people might be watching this video saying, you know, I've never really exercised, or I don't know how to exercise. So how does a person learn these exercises?
Again, you can take them through the community classes, or if you're at high risk, you can start with physical therapy or occupational therapy, some sort of healthcare provider. But once you know something, then you can look into the National Council on Aging. They have wonderful resources, and there are 4 Tai Chi programs available that are considered evidence-based and help prevent falls. They also have other programs if Tai Chi is not your thing. So you can go there and you can look in my state, the Institute on Aging helps out. But the National Council on Aging definitely will give you resources. You can click into find exercise in my area, or the Aging Institutes. So there's multiple community resources to help people once they learn how to do things.
And those are really great resources, especially if you don't know where to start. And so kind of I hinted before, so if an adult hasn't exercised for years or maybe even ever, could be a little intimidating. Is it too late to start? Is it too late to start when you're older?
No, it's never too late. In fact, some people say if you're really far behind, you have a lot to gain. So it's never too late to exercise. And if you get out there, the human body is so adaptable. We can make it do all kinds of things. You just have to be willing to push yourself a little bit. And sometimes having that support from a community group is wonderful. Plus, like group exercises like Tai Chi and yoga add that social element. But I want to leave you with some tips today. And I'm going to go through what's called the Fab 4 basic moves. This is from the Tai Chi program that I'm affiliated with. And there are 4 exercises. And we're going to show a brief video just so you can exercise with us. So I invite you all just to stand up and take part in kind of meditation, and then moving your feet side to side and forward and back, and standing on one leg, so that we meet those best practice guidelines for exercise.
Great. Looking forward to the video.
All right. So I'm going to teach you the Fab 4 Tai Chi fundamentals basic moves. So the first one is a centering exercise. So it's called centering in horse stance. So it's feet straight ahead like you're standing on a railroad track, shoulder width, knees are soft, pelvis is relaxed, and you activate your arms. Principle here is to bring me into mindful awareness that I'm going to begin moving. So this is a centering activity. This is Fab 4, move number 1, centering in the horse stance. Meditation. The second move is called bare roots on one leg, and it's going to be a lateral weight shift. So I'm moving my center of mass over the base of support. And now I'm going to do a little bit of a kickstand. So I'm going to have just about 99% of my weight in one leg, my toe down on the other side. And I'll kickstand to the right leg. And balance with progression into single leg balance, where your foot's just hovering over the ground. Bare roots on one leg. So this is movement of the center of mass over the base of support with progression to single leg stance. The third move is the 70-30 stance, which is a common functional move in all of Tai Chi. So it's shoulder width, my front leg is forward, and my back leg is out at about 1:30, 2 o'clock. And when I center my weight 70% forward, 30% back, it's almost like I was going to get in a fight. Pelvis is directed forward. And we're going to do a weight shift anterior posterior. So back and forward. And I can separate weight here to the point of 100% if I wanted to. Sit in that back leg, weight shift forward. (70-30) stance with weight shift. And pretty much only 70% in this forward leg. Otherwise, people tend to get too far over and hurt their knees. So it's a body upright, really functional position for that thigh. And then you can fully separate on the way back. And then you would switch and do that to the opposite side as well. So you'd have 70-30 both on the right side and the left side. The pelvis is always forward. So that's movement of the center of mass, anterior, posterior. So that's the third basic move, Fab 4 move. The final one is called the high step. So I'm going to toe out just a little bit on both feet. I'm going to bring one leg in front of me, and I'm going to do a high step. So this is a single leg balance activity. Weight shift. Touch. Really sink into this leg, make sure you're stable over that leg, and this other leg can just float up off the ground. Notice I'm keeping my pelvis really level. There's no transition. I'm not throwing my hip out, not side bending, but I'm staying upright. So the Fab 4 moves are moves that can be done anytime, anywhere. Center yourself. Get prepared to move. Ground yourself in your feet. Weight shift side to side. Progression into single leg balance. Step back. Do a 70-30 weight shift. Again, separating weight. This back leg's getting 100% of my body weight right now. Good strengthening position for that thigh. And then come into high step. Whoops. That's what happens when you don't concentrate. A little wobble. And move before I was ready. So easy activities to integrate throughout your day. Give you a quick little Tai Chi exercise to help your balance.
That was a really great video. I am definitely familiar with Tai Chi, but I think the Fab 4 steps is something that people definitely can do at home.
Yeah, they're designed by Trisha Yu's program. She developed this program, and they're really, I look them as exercises that you can do easily, and it provides people with safe, incremental success. And these actually can be done with walker support, optional side support, or freestanding, and in sitting. And that ability to do that allows people to modify to whatever their current health status is.
Absolutely. Any final comments, Kristi, before we part ways? But everything was super informative, and we definitely appreciate you being here.
I just have to say, as a physical therapist, I'm biased that exercise is medicine. Movement is life. Life is good. Therefore, movement must be good.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Kristi, so much for joining us today. If you are watching this video, please make sure to take your friends and your family who might be interested in learning more about Tai Chi, or actually you could say share this on your social media page also. So thank you again, Kristi, once again, and thank you guys so much for joining us today. Be safe.
Thank you very much. Glad I could help out.